Assalamu alaikum, Barakah, babes.
Nah, it's been a while. It's been a real cute
I know y'all miss
while.
seeing
I know you
us.
missed
Like,
and
we
have
miss
a
y'all
beautiful,
more.
beautiful guest. As you can see, we're not alone.
Wait, that was cute though. The intro. I said, oh.
But yeah, this is a kickoff season 2. Yeah, this is going to be one of our first episodes with our beautiful guests. And today's episode will be titled Journey and like getting into your faiths as like in your 20s. And we have our beautiful guest. Introduce yourself, Queen.
Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mariama, or Mariama.
Yeah.
Mariama.
Pronouncing it right now.
Yeah.
Big Senegal,
All 20
Senegal.
Period. Okay. I am 25 years old, so you know the frontal lobe has been developed this year. She's been
And we need that
developed.
bow.
Period. And I am. Who am I? I feel like I'm just a girl trying to figure out life.
Bro.
A Muslim girl trying to figure out life and trying to live my life in the best way that pleases Allah. And yeah, I feel like I'm still trying to figure out who I am. Life, you're always gonna keep trying to figure out who you are.
Of
I feel like you're
course.
never gonna know who you are. So I never know how to answer that question. Like, who
I
am
don't
I?
either,
And I
yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
as humans, we're always changing.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many errors I done had in the past year. Bro.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know, make mistakes.
Okay, so to start with the episode, the first thing we're gonna ask is like, how did you find yourself and who you really are, and how upbringing and culture shaped your understanding of yourself?
Okay. So I know I just said, oh, we never really know who we are, but I feel like even though I said that, like you do, like you don't know who you really are, but you do know who you are.
Okay, elaborate.
Okay.
Because
So,
I
like,
feel like I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
like we all have certain personalities, so you cannot change well, you can change your personalities, but we're all wired a certain way, and that's just who we are. But from a young age, I feel like I've always been the same type of person, like very introvert. I used to be really introverted when I was younger. It's just now that I'm more sociable, but I've always
Wait, introvert is the one that's like sociable, right?
No.
Extrovert is
Yeah.
when you're outgoing. Intro
Yeah.
is like in.
But people
Okay.
confuse them. So introverted is like people think being introverted means you're just shy. Being introverted means you get your energy from being alone. Being extroverted means you get your energy from being with other people.
I think I'm gonna mix up both then.
You could get
There's a word
ambivert.
for it. Ambivert. Yeah, there we
Ambivert,
go.
yeah.
I'm that one.
Yeah. But when I was younger, I feel like I was scared to show my real personality because I was worried a lot about perception. That's something, oh my God, if it's one thing I learned, like now at my age that I wish I could tell my younger self, is stop caring what people think. I feel like that's why when I was younger, I was always quiet and just, trying to do what other people wanted me to do.
Like a people pleasing.
I wouldn't say people pleasing. Like, I would just stay quiet because I would never do something that I didn't want to. Wait, I just contradicted myself. But basically, like, I would not say things that people don't want me to say, but I wouldn't do things that I don't want to do.
Okay.
Anyway,
I can relate to that.
No,
hope that
I
makes-
understand.
I hope that makes sense.
No, it
Like,
definitely does. It
yeah,
does.
but I've always been headstrong. If I could use one word to describe myself, I've always been super headstrong, super opinionated. Like, the whole world could be against me, and I'm still stand on what I
Hello.
you
say.
should,
As
you
you
should.
should. No, for real,
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
should. That's
It does
woman
not
power
matter.
right there.
But I think when I was younger, it was hard for me to express that. But now that I'm older, it's easier.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of kudos to my dad. I feel like that my dad is the reason why I am the way I am.
Shout out, Baba.
Sabai. Yeah.
Because I know, African parents, they care a lot about, not even just African parents, like all ethnic parents care a lot about perception. That's all they care about. And my mom, not to say she's fully like, but she's borderline sometimes is like that. She doesn't care what people think, but she does. She still has it in her.
Like,
but
she
my
cares
dad,
about the image.
Yeah.
Bro,
my
free
dad,
African from that, bro.
Yes.
LOL.
Free us from that because it's not, the only person's opinion you should care about is Allah. That's it.
Bow.
But my dad is not like that. Also, he's not ingrained into the Senegalese culture. Everyone says he's like Americanized. I don't think it's that he's Americanized. I think he just sees like a lot of the negative in culture and doesn't want to like abide by those.
Does he? It's like for him, it's religion over culture.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's why they call him Americanized.
That's why they call him Americanized. But also like he just has that I don't care attitude.
Period.
That's
like,
good though.
I'm gonna just do whatever I want. Not I'm gonna do whatever I want, but I'm not gonna live my life to please others.
Like live his life through other people.
Yeah, like mini story time actually. Sorry, this part is like really long, but mini story time. So I went to Senegal 3 times, and all 3 times I went, I hated it. But it's not because of the country. The country is so beautiful. I definitely want to go back, but it's because I went with my mom. You guys know when you go on vacation with your parents, it's not really
I cry
vacation.
every time.
It's not really vacation. It's not. Especially
I know.
it don't be vacation. But I went in 2013 for 2 months in the summer, and then I went again in 2019. And at that time I was 18, turning 19. But I like me and my siblings absolutely hate it. I have 2 younger brothers, so I'm the oldest sibling.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest.
Yeah. Wait, I have something to say about youngest siblings.
Huh?
I have something to say about younger siblings. I feel like you can always tell when someone's a younger sibling.
What is that?
Okay, but I feel like you give young sister like to me. I feel like you always give. Young
I always
sister
act like everybody that I'm friends with. I make sure to act like your younger sister.
And that's good.
Yeah.
You should. But
Okay,
you know,
period.
it's okay. You're not the bad side of the younger siblings. I met some bad ones, but it's okay. No, not in a bad way. It's just like you could like I could tell you the youngest sibling.
Okay.
Like,
You know what? I'm gonna embrace it.
Exactly.
Thank
Embrace
you.
it. It's
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, back to the story. Basically, when we went in 2019, we absolutely hated it. We were supposed to stay for 2 months, and we were calling our dad, and we were like, "We gonna leave. Like, we don't want to be here."
What made you hate it?
Yeah.
Because it's like we were just always indoors, and the way me and my siblings are, we're not like family oriented, and that's the one thing I don't really like how our parents raised us. We weren't all lovey dovey growing up, or hanging out and all this. Like even now, like me and my siblings were not that close, and we used to be super close when we were younger, which I don't really like. But you know, we gonna get there.
No, yeah.
But when we were there, it's like we were always indoors. Our mom is very sociable, but we just did not really want to talk to these people. And the thing is, we couldn't really communicate with them because we speak 2 different languages. Because where I am from, we speak, well, at home we speak Maninka. Well, Maninko. But they speak Wolof.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Nangadev.
yeah, girl, I don't know Wolof.
Jida
But we didn't like it. Long story short, we called our dad, and he was like, yeah, I can come back. And bought our ticket to come back home.
Oh, that's
and
mean.
everybody.
When your dad don't play, y'all.
No, he don't play.
He don't, and that's what I love. But everyone, like in America, my uncles, my aunts, everyone was coming for him for doing that. They were like, "Why would you do that? The kids are supposed to stay there. They wanted to leave. You should have left them there. Like, you can't be doing that." And it's like, why?
Wait, this happened the second time you went.
Yeah, the second time I went. But basically, people were just coming for him for so long.
But I'm so glad that he still did what he did.
Exactly.
It's like those are my children first before.
And like no shame was suffering.
And I feel like this also goes with like African parents also like just people pleasing to the point like they just like neglect like what their kids need.
Feel.
Like,
Exactly.
come on, like,
And I was gonna say that's why you tend to feel that way around your family. Like you don't want to be close with them because you're not used to that. Like,
you're not used to it. You're not used to it. So that ever since my dad did that, I was like, yeah, you're really the one. But yeah, I feel like that's why I really be saying I'm my dad's daughter. Like I really am.
Yeah.
I really am.
For sure.
But yeah.
oh, yeah.
I don't know if I answered the question. I don't remember what the
question was. But okay, finding yourself.
Okay.
Can you talk about your journey through that? Like,
okay.
I would say start from when you entered your 20s up until now.
Okay. So, I feel like I found myself in college, but I actually went away for college.
Oh.
I know, like the unforbidden.
Wait, where'd you go? Like what?
I went to SUNY Cortland, upstate.
Oh my God.
Population of Black
White.
people up to white, yeah, very white.
So like it's predominantly white, would you say?
And like the Muslim population there, my whole 4 years there, I've met like 6 Muslim people. And I've seen,
that's how it would be. Like,
I've seen 2 hijabis. And it's crazy the timing of both. My first time was my freshman year, the first week. I seen a Somali girl. She was wearing
Shout
hijab.
out to Somali.
Yeah,
No, for
shout out
real.
to
My
Somali.
queen.
They don't play.
They're beautiful.
They don't play.
They're
I
so
seen
beautiful.
her, and I never seen her again. And then my final year, I see another girl. She was like dorming. Another Muslim girl. She was wearing a abaya and everything.
Oh, shout out to
yes.
her.
And
No,
I've
for
never
real.
seen that on campus. And I was just like, oh my God. And it's crazy because before going to college, I said I was going to start wearing a hijab. That did not happen. That did not happen. But
well, look at you now.
I know.
So,
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, no, for real.
But finding myself in college, damn, I don't even know, like, what exactly. I feel like being in a new environment definitely like opened my eyes to a lot. Because in the Bronx, we just surrounded by people.
Shout out to the Bronx,
yeah,
though.
But shout out to Bronx. Shout out to
Not
Bronx.
gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Like,
Queens get the money.
Oh, girl. I mean, Queens is cute and all, but
wait, no Queen slander.
No Queens.
But I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to the Bronx because I feel like the Bronx is the last borough that has real New York culture.
It's not the last one.
Like real New York culture.
They trying to call it soul bro, but that's not happening.
What is the soul bro?
What is the soul bro? We not doing that. But yeah, being from the Bronx, you know, you're only around certain groups of people. So also growing up, I forgot to mention this. I was not surrounded in the African community. It's just now that I'm like...
Really?
Yeah, I was not. It was just my cousins. And then when like in high school, I had African friends, but they weren't, you know, like the West African community in the Bronx. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of. They were not. They were like, they lived uptown. But a lot of my friends were Hispanic. Some are African, but they're not in that community. Yeah. Yeah. Or they were like Christian American Africans. So, yeah, going into college... First of all, I'm going alone. My whole thing was going to college. I have to go where no one in my high school is going because...
that was me.
Yeah,
we both literally did that.
Yeah, because the thing was, this is actually something I'm going to bring up later. I wanted to go somewhere where no one knew me. Like, no one knew my personality.
Like a fresh start.
Yeah, a fresh start. Because I felt like in high school, I wanted to change so bad. I wanted to be a different person, but because people have certain perceptions of me.
And they don't change it either. Like, no matter how much you change as a person, they always bring up the past you. And it's like, it makes you feel like you're falling back because why do you still see me as that?
Why do you...
Yeah. No, I understand.
And like
that's the worst.
Yeah. My main thing, because... Like I said, growing up, I didn't grow up in a lovey-dovey house. People's perception of me in high school were always like, oh, she's like a cold-hearted B-word. I'm not going to say it. But just...
Because you were quiet?
No, because, like, I'm not the friend that's in that too. Like, I was just very honest, very blunt. I will be honest. Sometimes I used to say things that come out in a mean way. I should have said it nicer.
Like, your approach was wrong, but your intentions behind it were pure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was always a kind person. Like, that everyone will know. I am super kind to the point where sometimes I was letting people
walk over
me. But in high school, by the end of my senior year, I did grow out of that. But in college is when I fully grew out of that because I was like, you know what? Like, this is a new environment. No one really knows me. I'm going to just be the person I want to be. New friends that I think your friends really shape who you are.
I cannot agree.
Do we not talk about this all the time?
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah. But the friends I had, they were all like different. I made white friends for the first time. I know it's crazy to sound. No, but it's like in New York City. New York City is what's called diverse, but it's not really diverse. It's segregated. Desegregated. So
I grew up only with Africans and Hispanics. Mind you, I'm both. So it's like it's just. Literally my people.
Exactly. So when I went to college, it's like, I'm making white friends. I'm like, girl, I ain't never made people from Long Island. I don't even know anyone from Long Island. I can't even tell you what's in Long Island. Yeah. But now I can. But I was making these friends, and it's like just different personalities. I'm like, okay, like it's cute. You know, you're a freshman, you're excited. You just, you know. Yeah, so I was joining a lot of clubs. I feel like that is what made me more sociable. I'm a person who always have to do something. Like my mom calls me a machine because I never get tired. I'm always doing something.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm doing my life, I just feel like my life is on pause.
Yeah, that's her. She'll do a lot.
Like, yes, literally, I will do a lot. So I was joining a whole bunch of clubs. I joined like the African Student Association, like the Black Student Union. Okay, so I used to do cheer in high school.
Dude, that's so cool.
And I tried out for the team. I did not make it, but it was a whole bunch of white girls. I made it past the first round, and honestly, I was so proud of myself because I did not. And these girls are like elite.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
But these white girls been cheering.
Yes.
Because you know what? Because the city schools are so much different than like schools on Long Island. They train those girls really to do all of that. Here, they don't care that much.
By the time, I was so distraught. Like, when I tell you, I was so distraught. But then, like, looking back at it, after my first, I was like, the fact that I even made it past the first one is crazy. Like, wow. So I was just proud of me for even doing that. I ended up joining a dance team.
Okay, dance.
And
shout out
even
dancers.
step. Like, girl, I was not playing.
I love step.
Yeah, I love step.
I did dance. All I know is that I'm like,
But I ended up doing all of that, made so many friends. And then so I used to be really insecure when I was younger. And
understandable, yeah.
I would talk about, like, I would not, no, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so ugly. Like, I was talking about it around my friends.
I'm so ugly. No, you're gonna be like,
no, not like that. But I would just be like, oh my God, I don't like how this looks. Or
like
something.
you would let your insecurities show. Like you would vocalize that you're insecure. Okay, yeah. No, I was just playing by the way. I know you wasn't being.
But then like cause I was friends with, hold on, I had to backtrack a little. In middle school, all my friends were Hispanic.
Me too.
And growing up in middle school, as first of all African and dark skin.
And the jokes.
Yes.
The jokes.
Yes, the jokes. I feel like that's also what made me like so shy and quiet. And also made me, I guess, rude in a way because I was never backing down. Whenever they tried, I tried right back.
As you should.
Yeah, I would say as you should because a lot of people that I know did not do that.
Yeah, I did not do that. No,
yeah.
I did not do that.
And I know especially being the dark skin part because I had a cousin who also went to my school with me, but she was like lighter. Mm-hmm. And she was popular. Girl, they liked her way more. They hated me.
I feel like we also talk about the colorism and everything that Africans went, and dark skins especially went through during elementary school, middle school, even low-key high school still.
Mm-hmm. No, even still now. Yeah. No shade, even now. Like,
but they used to try to bully me OD in middle school, and sometimes like, I was a crybaby. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would cry because it would get to you. It's like
of course.
Yeah, and then my friends would try to because I was friends with mad Hispanics. They would like try to help, they would always defend me. So I like that. Shout out to them.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to amiga.
But I know how you, because it's like we would never understand what you're going through because we're not in your Damn, what
was I getting at though? I was talking about high school. Oh yeah. So I feel like once I got to college, I was way more comfortable in my skin. Oh. In high school, I already was because towards the ending of high school, I feel like that's when the shift happened. 2016. That's when the whole African shift happened. Dashikis, all that. And I was a sophomore.
Can we talk about how weird that is, though? Yes. I don't like that.
I was talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's actually really, now all of a sudden, African culture is popularized, and now people are like, oh, I love Africa. I don't understand
that. Now it's cool to be African. Before, it was cool to be Jamaican.
But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like people really be like, I don't know if fetishizing is the right word, but I think that I see it more as that than appreciating the culture and like the continent itself. It's just weird.
Yeah, and it started with the whole like the dark skin oil. I know y'all seen that them posts. It would be a pretty dark skinned girl oiled up.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what.
And also like chocolate. Chocolate cookie.
Like, why
my chocolate.
We're not cool, bro.
Hershey's chocolate bookie.
Yes.
Cookies and cream. Like what are you saying right now, bro?
Literally, what are you saying? But that shift, even though it was like, what's going on? It definitely helped me.
You. Okay.
And it was like, okay, being dark skin is cool now. Okay, I love it. Even though I've never hated my skin. I've never wanted to be lighter and
beautiful, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Also, I always say this, we're mutations. Sorry to say, but this is the OG.
That's the OG.
This the OG.
Exactly. So
just people don't want to understand.
I'm gonna bring that up later.
Oh.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. Okay, so I was saying I was doing a lot of activities. So then a fashion show opportunity came up, and I was like, I don't know at that. And I was like, let me just do it because my friend was doing it, and she was very like, she was not shy at all.
Girl, I love how like you just do anything.
Yeah, I was like, let me just do it. Also, backstory, just so everyone knows, I was not wearing a hijab during this, so don't think like I was doing all this with a hijab on before they tried to cancel me. Like, was in the fashion show with a hijab.
Like, cancel her.
But I did the fashion show, and that, like, my first year I did it, I was like super shy. Mm-hmm. That was my sophomore year, and I still did it, which is something I never thought I was able to do. Mm-hmm. Walking in front of like
a lot of people,
mad people in that school, even though it was not that big of a school like Albany or something, it was still like a lot of people. So I did that, and I don't know, I just found myself getting more and more comfortable. And then by my junior year, I remember I did the fashion show again. Some girl came up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, like I remember my freshman year when I first met you, you were so quiet, and now like your confidence is like it just radiates." And I was like, "Wait, like I never thought about that." And she was like, "Yeah, like just seeing you grow, it's amazing, and I never I always knew you had it in you.
It's so lovely when the people you don't the people you least expect tell you things like that, because it's like people actually notice me and I wouldn't know that, and you see the change from me like 2 years ago until now, and it hits different because it's people you don't even know. That's what I was saying earlier. When people that you grew up with, instead of them trying to see the person you're trying to become, they'll always have that image of you when y'all first met growing up. It's like, let go of that, because that's not me anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's like. Yeah, that part. That's my biggest, honestly, advice to any girl. I every time I go to the masjid and I see like younger girls just to themselves, I know they're younger and they're just shy and all that. It just makes me sad because like honestly, getting shy gets you nowhere. Like in the nice way possible.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
No, really. Because I'm so shy. I used to be.
She's so shy.
I'm just like.
But I used to think being shy was cute. I'm not gonna lie. But
you know, it is a quality that Muslim women should have. Yeah. Like, it's a good one. Yeah, I wouldn't look down on somebody who's shy. I think that's actually really good.
I would look down on them if they like shy to the point that they're blocking their blessings.
That.
But I think people have confused like being to yourself and because being shy, I feel like you just like what you said, closed mouths don't get fed. So like, okay, for example, if you're on the back of the bus and you know you about to miss your stop, you're not saying, back door. Are you gonna say back door?
I don't do that. I'm sorry.
I walk. But look, you don't do it, and now look, now you get what you want.
Baby, I walk.
Now you gotta walk 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I'm walking.
Now you gotta walk 10 minutes.
No, because you know what it is? Back door. The bus keeps moving.
That's
what? And then now you gotta
to the front.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I run it to the
I'm not doing
No,
that.
it's okay.
I'm not losing aura. Sorry.
But the thing about it is, I feel like when other people do it, it's not embarrassing. But I feel like if I know I do it,
you know why? Because you can tell they're not in their head about it. They're just like, yo, back door. Me, I'll be like.
Don't think about it.
That's it.
You know what A Boogie was like? Sometimes you gotta think about things like you don't
want to think about things. You know, when he said that quote, that was real. I don't know why he was like, I know what I'm talking about. That made so much sense.
It made so much sense. Like embarrassment is not real. Like it's real, but it's not real.
I always say that.
I'm still learning that. Like embarrassment is not real. Like y'all are in your head too much. Look, I'm still in my head too much. But
it's okay. So y'all that back door because look, you miss your stop. Now you gotta walk 10 minutes.
Okay, back door.
Or like let's say your order is wrong at a restaurant. You don't gotta come at that.
Oh no, I'll say for food. No, but baby, for food, I'm finna talk.
But some people won't, and that's what I mean. Like by shyness, I guess I'm using the wrong word, but
it's a word for it. But I think it's overline shyness. Like I don't kind of say much with the shyness.
Because some people will literally just sit there and you just suffer in silence.
I feel like people throw around the word shy too much.
Yeah.
Lately,
I think
everything to them, if just anything quiet is I'm shy.
Yeah.
It could also be like people are also they don't like confrontation. It can also be something like that. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, look at the definition.
I'm about to what is shy? Shy definition.
Like, I'm shy to a certain point. I wouldn't say like I'm shy, like I'm closed. Like I'm gonna speak if something is wrong.
Okay. Being reserved or having or showing nervousness or timidity in the company of other people. Yeah, I would say that to me sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
No, there's people like that all the time.
That's true.
So so shy is the word that I would use, but if you're shy all the time, it's okay to have shy moments. I still have it all the time. But if you're like that all the time, babes, I fear
certain things you shouldn't be shy about.
You should not. Agreed. Because you know what that leads to people just treating you however and walking all over because they're like, oh, she's not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do whatever.
Whole time you're right. I'm not.
Exactly. No, if you're in a group project, you don't like how something is going, and you just sitting there quiet.
Your grade is an F now because you don't want to say anything.
Exactly. Now you type because your grade is an F, and you didn't want to say anything.
No, I'm knowing what you mean. Yeah.
But damn, what was I saying?
You said junior year the girl approached you.
Yeah. So when she told me that, I was like, wait, am I confident? I was like, wait, am I? So because when you hear something, it makes you start acting on it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sometimes you need to get that confidence.
Yeah.
Be like, nah, let me stop my cookies a little
exactly.
bit. Like,
like you think, no, I'm not doing good. But if someone comes up to you and says, oh, you're a great speaker, all of a sudden you're a great speaker.
Mind you, someone you don't know. Because you know why that means a lot more? The fact that a stranger has me lingering in the back of their head, like, wow, this girl's so beautiful. She's so confident. Or like you said, she's a great speaker. It's like, what? Like, I had that impact on you.
Yep. So that, and I also took I took what is it called?
Speech class?
No, that's, what is it called when you're talking? Why can't I think of the word when you're speaking in front of other people?
Yeah, the elective,
I'm losing it.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's an elective in college that you public speaking.
Public speaking.
There we go.
Public speaking. So I had to take a public speaking class also, and by the end of that class,
what was your major?
Communications. I should have said that. It was communication media studies. So it was an elective, but also I needed it for my major. Yeah. So I took that, and that also helped me a lot. And being in different social settings, I was forced because there's a lot of group work for that major. It's a lot of group work. I was forced to communicate with people I never communicated with, and yeah, I think that's the reason why now I can talk to anyone, literally anyone. I can talk to an old person. Being able to talk to old people is a skill.
Wait, that's something that I've always obtained, and I don't even know. I do know how. My father made me that way. That's why I said when you said your father made you who you are. Like, my dad as well. My father, he's very, very respectful. His manners are like top tier, and then on top of that, anybody who talks to him, he's very kind. Like, no matter who you are, any stranger. So no, for real. I'm Youssef. Shout out to you.
Love you now.
But growing up, like, there was a lot of people that I went to school in Harlem my entire life, and you know that you become a product of your own environment. There are a lot of kids who grew up in the hood, and it's like they watch people who, you know, talk the way they do, act the way they do. They stick with their crowd. Yeah. And so when my friends would see me, like, talking to strangers, they'd be like, yo, like, what the hell you doing? I'm like, it's called being respectful. Exactly. Yeah, like, I'm like, I've always been like that. Yeah. I love talking to strangers, especially elders. They're so sweet. Yeah. And I've always been the type of person where it's like, everyone has a different life. Yes. So when you talk to me about your life, it's like, you are so different from me, but that doesn't mean you're right or wrong. It just means we're different, and I love that. Like, I love when people tell me that. So
and I kid you not, you will have like the best bonds and friendship people who are like literally have total different lives.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of feel like we need to start branching out and stop being so cliquey in terms of like certain things. You know?
Yeah. Like, I literally have a friend who I'm gonna send her this if y'all clip this, but she is so opposite. What? No. I would have sent her this. Basically, like, she's from Turkey, so she's from Muslim country, but she's not Muslim. So, but
okay.
But we are total, like, she's like emo, very emo.
No, emo girls be fine.
I love it. Like, I feel like we don't have an emo already.
Like, look at
the guy liner face. I was obsessed. I was like, oh my god, Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Kid. Literally think of that, but in girl, she has like tattoos, piercings, and everything. Like she be dressing like you see the cunty girls outside.
Yeah.
But when you see us together, you're so confused. I'm like in a full niqab.
Yeah.
Like,
no, those be the cutest friendships.
Yeah. No, for real.
And she is like the most non-judgmental person ever. And she comes from a Muslim country, but she's not Muslim. But she's always asking me things all the time and is so respectful. The fact that I'm even comfortable praying around her.
That's good. Like, that she doesn't make you feel judged for it.
She doesn't at all. She'll literally be like, oh yeah, we can find a space over here. And she's just super sweet, super kind, and just
But it also helps that she grew up in a predominantly Muslim country as well. Like, you're used to seeing that. So
but that's one thing I don't shy away from, being around people who look completely different like me. And I think that's what a lot of us need to do. Even though you should have more people that look like you.
No, yeah, but we always say this, as long as the morals align, the respect is there, there's nothing else needed. Like, you can be a totally different person, but as long as we respect each other mutually, we have the same morals, and like political beliefs aren't, you know, questionable. We're good.
Because hot take, the whole, I'm not ending a friendship over political takes. Yes,
I am. Free Palestine all day, every day.
Yeah.
If you, as soon as I hear, even if I hear, no, I'm neutral.
No, bye. Neutral means you're complying with the other side. And two, your political beliefs talk about say everything about your morals. It's like a reflection of who you are and your morals. So
yes, I will end the friendship over that. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sorry.
So like, now that we're on the topic of friendships, how do you feel like the friends that you had in, I would say, college kind of like helped you shape who you are like today, even post college as well?
Okay. So in college, I feel like this kind of ties into Dean. So in college, right? We all know, growing up Muslim, you know, we just be following blindly. We just be following blindly for real. And in college, my friends, it's weird. I had like a different friend group my freshman year to my late sophomore to senior year. Okay. Those are the friends that the group I'm still friends with right now. And they're all like different types of people. Like, one is Jamaican, Trini, Haitian, and the other one's Nigerian. So it was like all, you know, but they're all black girls. So we actually lived together off campus our last 2 years. But I remember they would always like ask me questions all the time, especially during Ramadan.
Were you hijab at this time?
No, I wasn't. But sometimes I'd be like, oh, I have to go pray. And at that time, I used to be nervous to be praying around like other, like my heart used to be beating.
Me too.
Yeah, my Allah forgive me, but when I was living in the dorms, literally I would try to rush and pray before my roommate comes back.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because my sophomore year, my roommate she wasn't from Queens, but she was Hindu, I think, or something. But she was around a lot of Muslims, so she knew about Islamic culture. So I think
isn't it called like Hindustan or something like that? Hindustan. I don't know.
It's not Hinduism.
Hinduism.
I think something. But she was Indian. She knew, but you know.
Yeah, because they also have. Yeah, they have Muslims. Yeah. Like around where I live, there's a lot of Desi Muslims.
Yeah. So I feel like I was overthinking it. She would not have cared at all. Even my freshman year, when I was living with that white girl, I don't think she would have cared because she was Jewish. Oh yeah. What was that? Oh. But no, like guys, they're not all bad.
No. We love like the Zionist Jews.
Yes, we love the non-Zionist Jews. But my senior and junior year. Also, that's when COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
My junior year, I was sick to my stomach. But it's okay. They would just ask me a lot of questions. Like I would go and pray, and they'd be like, "Oh, like how long are you?" And my door would be locked, and they'll be knocking. I'm like, "Girl,
I had that same experience.
I was like,
and my phone was knocking on the door, and I was so embarrassed.
I'd be so embarrassed, and I'm thinking back. I'm like, "Girl,
that would scare me. Imagine you're so locked and you hear, what are you doing, bro?"
And I even after I was done, so I had took off my hijab mad quick. I
I would be taking off my hijab mad quick, everything.
I never dormed.
Yeah.
But my mother, she's Christian, and she's like heavily Christian. Okay. She's evangelical Christian. Okay. So and I reverted to Islam. Yeah. Okay. I was born into it, but I
listened to you.
Listen, Barakah babe in the building.
I'm listening.
Hello. Not for fake.
Exactly.
No, but when I finally taught myself how to pray and everything, and I was like, okay, cool, like I love it. When my mother would be home, I would literally go to my room, close the door, pray hella fast, and then stop. Or sometimes, if I want to pray in the living room and I'll see her, I'm just like, I'll wait, and then I'll delay my prayer. And then when she goes to her room, then that's when I'll try and pray. And it has nothing to do with her. It's more just me. I wasn't confident in being Muslim. Yeah. It was not shame. I wouldn't say I was ashamed because I would never be ashamed to be Muslim. But it's I just felt uncomfortable being Muslim around someone who's not Muslim. Exactly, you understand? Yeah.
And also, we don't live in a Muslim majority area.
Yeah.
And if you're not also surrounded by a lot of Muslims, you're not gonna want to do this.
Yeah, and then what changed my perspective is one day my brother and I had a conversation about it, and because when I used to go to church with my mother, there's still a few people that I'm in contact with. They have my contact. And I would reach out and be like, hey, I hope you're doing fine. I miss you, whatever. And they'll be like, oh, let's meet up. I'm like, okay, cool. We can get ice cream. Yeah. No, you should come to church. Oh. And I'm like, I don't think so. And I would tell my brother, and he'll be like, Emmy, there should be you should be so confident within your religion that's to the point where you can show up to that church in your abaya and be happy that you're there with those people without feeling like you're embarrassed to be Muslim. And when he said that to me, I was just
brother.
No, W brother. Shout out to my boy. Shout out Adam. Love you down.
Shout out to Adam.
For real. No, but after he told me that, I was just I felt so much shame because I didn't want Allah to think that I'm ashamed of being Muslim. It was just I definitely did worry about how people would take it, seeing that I used to be Christian and all of a sudden, boom, she's a hijabi and all that stuff. Yeah. So. But it changed
the fear of changing.
I think that's the thing too. I think we sometimes are too attached to other people, how they view us in the past. That we're kind of even me. I kind of be scared to change. I'm like, oh girl, you used to do this and the third. Now you're doing this. We were feeling but I feel girl, at the end of the day, it's you. Do not let other people thoughts and opinions and in between yourself developation. That's a word.
Wait.
Oh, no. I don't even know.
Developation? It's not a word.
No, it is.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, wait.
Wait, development.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so she
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
development. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb. Sorry.
I was gonna say she can make her own word if she wants to. You can make up your own word if you want to.
It's a word now.
Yeah,
that's it. Damn, I forgot. Oh yeah. We're talking about the being confidently Muslim and stuff. Yeah, so they would ask me like a lot of that, and at the time I was not confidently Muslim. I was becoming more confident in myself. However, I was not confidently Muslim. But they would ask me things, and I would like have no answer. I'll be like,
oh my God, wait, you're hitting like all the points. Because now you're at friendships and community, like how friends impact emotional and spiritual well-being. Okay. Girl, you were eating!
Y'all, I'm trying. But they'll be asking me about or during Ramadan. Oh my God. You know the questions every time. So you can't drink water?
Not even water? No.
Yo, not even. Literally
every year. At this point, it's 2025. You should know. Like, it's basically 2026. Exactly. You should already know this. Bro.
Exactly. But they would, I don't specifically remember what question they were asking me. But I remember it was some question they asked me, and I really couldn't, like, I was always dumbfounded all the time. I'm like, damn, I gotta answer. And then one time this is not about me, but we were just talking about religion in general. We were all in my room, because we used to be chilling in my room all the time. And we were just talking about, like, religion and how a lot of us just follow blindly. Because they were all Christian. Yeah. But they were just like, growing up following blindly, we never really know or question things. And it started making me think, I'm like, wait, that's so true, because they really be asking me things and I never have a question. Like, they will ask me, why you fasting? Like, what's the point of fasting? And I wouldn't have an answer.
Really?
Yes. Like, at the time, I was just doing, I was just praying.
Just doing because of what you were taught.
Yeah, because of what I was taught. And then it really started making me think, I'm like, girl, like, what are you doing? You just living life like this. You have no answer. You don't even know why. You don't even know who Allah is.
And I think we talked about this last time, really. Like, I feel like we don't really be known, like, who are we submitting to? Like,
exactly.
Like that's why I think it's really important to like be knowledgeable or even seek knowledge.
Yes. Yes. Literally that part. But it just made me. I just started questioning like why am I following Islam? So I just started questioning Islam and just the reasoning for why things are the way they are, and just a lot of things. But also a lot of it was culture that I didn't know played into it. Like, because there would be certain things that I'm like, this don't make no sense. Like, why is this the way it is?
Give me an example.
Yeah. Like, for example, let me think. Okay, for example, Mom used to tell me growing up, you can't, like, when I was going away to college, they was like, oh, you can't do that because it's haram.
Yeah.
I don't know why a lot of parents instill that mentality into their children. Like, they keep them literally in a bubble. Like, you can't do this and that.
Yeah. And my mom, my dad, sorry. My mom was with it. She was like, my dad was the one I was saying, always had on.
Regardless, like, the point, because it's like, if he's worried about boys being there, there's boys literally everywhere that I go.
That's one thing. Well, my parents did trust me with that, because growing up, I was never really into dating and all that. And I was never in the mix. That's one thing. Peer pressure never worked on me growing up. So
same, I'm not gonna lie, same.
So that was not really a struggle. I guess for him, it was like, oh, you're going away so far. And it's just like, why? Like, why is that haram? Or things like, I remember I was talking about moving out, like, after I leave college, which did not happen. I'm still living out. And my mom was like, oh, that's haram.
But that's okay, though. That's okay. Like, I feel like people also like put in, like, in their head, like, by your 20s after college, you gotta have it all.
Oh, no, I'm going right back to my parents' house. You gonna keep paying this phone bill.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep... No, sorry. And I'll have no shame in my game.
Exactly.
They literally raised me.
So. Exactly. But they'll just be saying, like, things are... I wish I remember specifically, but it was just a lot of things that I didn't know. That example
was a perfect one.
Yeah, it was a lot of things that you don't know, and it's like, it's actually not haram. Like, even like the whole dyeing your hair thing.
Yeah, they like,
girl, my whole life.
I think you can dye it, but it can't be jet black.
Yeah, it can't be jet. But who's dyeing your hair? Like, who's dyeing your hair?
Okay, no shade. I really wanted to so bad, so I found out it was haram, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Because it's like you're imitating, like, trying to be younger or something.
Is that what it is?
That's the reason I heard, but I don't know if that's.
I don't remember exactly what the reason is.
I just know not to do that.
Yeah. But things like that, it's like, girl, you just telling me this. You just telling me everything is haram. What's the reason for it?
And I don't like that, because they try and scare you away from it, right? And it's like, no, teach me. If it is haram, teach me why. I need to know why.
It's a lot of them don't even know why.
They don't.
Like, they're just passing down from generation.
Yep.
Nobody really knows why. That's where, like, the lack of knowledge plays.
That's where the lack of faith plays, because you don't actually believe in it. You are just passing down what people have told you, but you never did the research on your own.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I had to do, research on my own. Eventually, I'm like, let me look up.
Every Muslim has to do that, whether you're born into it or not. Like, you have to find it on your own.
Literally, knowledge. Every Muslim needs to seek knowledge. Woman, man, child. Wow. It don't matter if you're 80 years old. It is your duty to seek knowledge. You cannot live this life blindly.
But also, I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me, y'all. Yes. But I'm pretty sure we don't ever stop. Like, we'll always learn new things until the day of judgment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
there's always, like I always say,
go learn, bro.
There's always more things to learn. You're never finished learning about Islam. Never. There's always something new to learn, bro.
Never finished.
Start locking.
Exactly. Yeah. Start locking.
SubhanAllah. That's my favorite thing about Islam. You just learn more. Like, you learn something new, literally every single day until you die.
Something, literally. But that's basically what I did. I locked in. I was like, let me start learning. Also, at the time, I wasn't really going to the masjid. I was going growing up, Saturday, Sunday school, Quran class. You was going, but, it wasn't really fun. Yeah, but during that time in college, I was not. I feel like that's the point when I was lowest on my deen. But also, that's when I started learning more about Islam. Like, I was low on my deen, but I also subconsciously, I was getting more on my deen without realizing it. So I just started searching things up, like, why do we fast? Like, what's the point? And I was searching up, like, kid videos, because I needed to know the real reasoning. I'm like, why?
That's good, though. That's smart,
like, why do we fast? Why do we pray 5 times a day? Why do we not eat pork? Why? Or, like, people will ask me all the time, because when I was in college, listen, I was not playing about that drinking and smoking. I was not. And a lot of people will ask me, oh, like, why don't you? It's normal in college culture to be doing it. But
but you know what makes me sad too? There are people that I know who are like Muslim, and they will ask you that, and you have to look at them like,
"What you mean?" But
so it's haram.
Like, and this is not me judging anyone at all.
No, not at all. But it's like what I'm saying is that influence is very strong. It's to the point where you grew up knowing all these things that you're doing right now are haram, and then when it gets to that point where you meet a Muslim who won't even do the bare minimum, which is smoking or drinking, you're like, girl, why not?
Exactly.
And I sometimes I'm scared to just say because it's haram, because I don't want them to think that I'm like, hello. But that's my answer. It's haram. Like, I don't want to do it because it's haram.
Exactly. Simply because it's haram. But I would say that, and they wouldn't know why. And I'm like, damn, I don't know why either. And then I searched it up and I found out, like, your prayer
are invalid for, like, I think 40 days, I believe.
Yeah. And, like, I'm a paranoid person.
But you know what else, too? As soon as when you like consume alcohol, you're basically allowing shaitan in you. So
same with smoking. Like, same getting like all the signs. Like, shaitan.
So this is your sign, y'all. Stop it right now. Like,
put the bottle down.
Put the bottle down. Pick up the water. No, but I just want to say this. It's obviously not going to happen overnight. And everyone knows that. And to each their own. And also, Allah knows what's in your best interest, and He knows what's in your heart. There are people who still continue their bad habits, but in their heart they're dying inside because they're like, ya Allah, I don't want to continue this anymore. But you need to start putting in the effort behind it to do it. You know what I mean? And I feel like anyone listening out here, if you have habits, it doesn't even have to just be smoking or drinking. Any habit that you know is haram that you want to get rid of, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easier on you. I mean, because I know how it like.
Girl, we talk about this almost every I'm sorry, but like, I feel like having bad habits like that, like, is super, super hard to like break from, especially if it's habits that you've been doing since you were a little kid. May Allah make it easier on us, and forgive us for our sins that we keep repeatedly going back to. Allah is the most merciful, bro.
No, for real.
Yeah, but try to, I don't know, just stop those habits and try to educate yourselves.
I'm sorry, I'm weak. She said put the bottles down.
No, put the bottles down. You look like the one that is like the weed is smoking you at this point.
Yeah, no,
like you're not smoking it.
And
no
that bottle, girl,
that bottle is drinking
put
you.
it down.
Like
you know that video? Oh, put it down.
Yeah,
and the girl put the middle finger.
Yeah,
that applies to you too.
Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just started researching more, and then COVID hit. I came back home, was doing everything on my prayers, on time, fasting, everything. I go back. We doing like 3 periods a day. 2. It will always be Isha.
He shot me the hardest for me. He shot me the hardest for me. No shade. I feel like after negative. I'm sorry.
And then, I don't know how to say this without exposing, like, I don't want to expose my sins, but basically I would just, like, I would do all my 5 prayers, and then, like, I would just go out and then come back, and, like, I would be tired. I'm like, I still have Isha to do.
You know what, we've all been there before.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm tired. tired. I'm like, I'm just going to sleep. Allah forgive me. But I kept doing that, and then I had to say anything like, girl, what are you doing? Like, also, what are you doing? And I don't know, eventually, after college, I feel like I started learning more about Islam in college, but it didn't hit until after when I came back home. Because when I came back home, I was surrounded around more Muslims again. Because in college, I was not really surrounded around that many Muslims. I only knew, actually, I had one Muslim friend. Shout out to Samira.
Shout out Samira.
Yeah. She's going to love this. But basically, she was a senior when I was a sophomore. And we would always like try to fast together and do things like that because she was the only practicing Muslim.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Actually, I lied. There was another one, my junior and senior year, who came after. Her name was Fatimata. Her too.
Shout out Fatimata.
Yeah, shout out Fatimata. But I wasn't as close to her. But every time I would go out or something, she would be home in the dorms, and I would feel so guilty. I'm like, damn. And I'd be like, girl, why you're not coming out?
No, but that's good that you felt guilty.
And she's like, oh, I just don't feel like it, blah, blah, blah. But little did I know, like, first of all, she's doing the right thing. She's home. Like, girl, you should not be going out, partying, any of that. And that just really, by my senior year, I was like, wait. I started thinking, I'm like, why is she always inside? And then I started realizing it's because, girl, you're not supposed to be going outside.
Niggas the fitna.
Yeah. But we weren't as close. And then once Samira left, like, 'cause she was a senior when I was a junior, and I wasn't really close to, like, we were close, but not that close to the point where it was someone around me. Again, not really a lot of Islam. Like, we didn't even have an MSA. It's not enough people to have an MSA.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's how
crazy. And I feel like a lot of the schools upstate, like, the nearest masjid be like 2 hours away.
First of all, there wasn't even a masjid.
Yeah,
in
like,
the town.
It'd be mad, like,
no,
you gotta go like 3 towns down.
They had like a Republican center thing over there. It wasn't because Cortland has nothing.
I would have been scared.
I think the nearest one was in Syracuse, which is like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to get practicing Muslim there, even though I know deep down inside what I was doing wasn't right. So when I graduated and came back home, that's when I started like getting on my ish again. I was going to the masjid more. During Ramadan, I started going to the masjid. Obviously, I was around my cousins more, my friends, like my Muslim friends. And then, damn, I don't even know, because I graduated 2022. Then what happened between 2022 and 2023? Okay, between that time, what were you about to ask?
I was going to say, did you go to grad school?
No. Okay. So that's another point I wanted to bring up. When I graduated, damn, this is like bouncing back to like finding yourself. When I graduated,
this is literally your journey. So
this is your episode. So.
Go ahead. Girl.
I might be relatable for a second, guys. First of all, I was a biology major when I first went to college. I realized my first year,
Oh my God. And I feel that's the thing. I feel like a lot of us are majoring in certain things simply because our parents want us to major in it, or because society puts the standard on, we have to do this, not third. Girl, if you're not into it and your heart not into it, it's not going to work out.
Exactly.
No shade.
Yep. And the thing is, I've always said from a young age, oh yeah, I want to be a doctor. But then also I've always been creative when I was younger. And my mom always used to say, oh, like, why don't you do something creative? Surprisingly, an African mom saying that. But she used to always say that. And my dad would be like, oh, being a doctor is like it's too much years. Why don't you go try to find an office job and sit down and sign papers?
Your dad said that?
Yes.
Nah, shout him out.
Like, he's talking about signing. Like, I'm like, babes, I don't want to be sitting out.
No, but that's so real though. I never seen an
African
African dad like pressure their daughter to be like, I never seen that.
Yeah. So they were like kind of opposite when it comes to that. But my cousins, growing up, everyone wants to be a doctor. So I was like, oh, I want to be a doctor too. Like anesthesiologist, pediatrician, those are my top two.
I want to be a lawyer, doctor.
Yeah. Literally, mind you, I hated science. So how is that gonna work?
It's because again, this is another thing. Whatever is passed on, that you hear, you just start saying it to say it because you hear everyone else saying it, but it's not like your heart is not actually in it.
Yeah, it really wasn't. And then I realized that in college, I took this class, and it's like a class that helps you figure out what you want to do, and that's why I came to communications. So when I talk communications, people just be talking about, they think I'm talking about communicating, like physical communication, talking and that.
What is communication?
So basically, so communications, like I did communication media studies, is basically marketing in a way, like business marketing. But what I'm doing, the field that I want to get to is digital marketing, like that, like public relations. Basically, you ever like go in the city and you see brands giving out free stuff, or brands having events and stuff, like collabs with other brands. That's all. Fun. Yeah, that's all communication, but people don't know what that is.
And I think because if you're really creative too,
yeah. So that is I trying to figure it out. But when I graduated, I didn't know that's specifically what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to work in media. So when I graduated, first of all, I did not even. My biggest mistake in college was not doing internships and not networking. That if you are in college right now, again, closed mouths don't get fed. Make those connections, network with people, and do internships. That's also I don't like to regret things because like Allah has a plan and that wasn't the plan for me.
Yeah, I always say no regrets.
So, no regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah,
just lessons.
Exactly, just lessons. But when I started working at a coffee shop. I was working there for like 2 years. And my dad would always remind me, he's like, oh, so you graduated college. I was like, damn. He's like, you graduated college, you have a degree, and you're working at a coffee shop. I said, oh, like,
you clocked my team.
Yeah, but it's literally, I did not, like, I was just trying to figure out life. I kept applying to things, and no one would take me. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, low-key, I started to give up. I'm like, damn, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Everyone I knew was graduating, starting, like, careers, and it started low-key like in a way it intimidated me and it brought me back down to like those insecurities I used to have before.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, and I was just like job hopping like from job to job, doing part-time jobs. I worked at like clothing stores and things all like that. I even worked at Aritzia for like a week.
Oh, Aritzia, I love Aritzia.
I worked there for a week. I worked at Zara.
I love Zara too.
I showed up for 4 hours and didn't come back.
And that's the thing, I'm actually going to ask you, like, do you ever feel like within your community or like, even like on social media, you see people who are like in your age group, do you ever feel like behind? And like, how do you overcome those feelings?
Yo, when I tell you, I felt so behind. So, and even this is still something that's going on right now. Mm-hmm. So like right now, and I used to be embarrassed to tell people this, but I'm no longer embarrassed. So I've done left all those jobs. But alhamdulillah now, I do work at a coffee shop right now. And alhamdulillah, like, I get paid the most amount of money I've ever got paid. So I be
y'all got matcha?
Every day. Yeah, but I don't want to say where because people they gonna find me real
no,
quick.
No.
One place and they gonna find me.
No. Don't say don't.
They got matcha, but it's not. I don't drink the matcha. No. I don't drink the matcha. I'm gonna tell y'all where after. But yeah. And before I was even applying to that job, I was unemployed for 6 months because I was like, you know what? I'm tired of working at these little jobs. I'm like, it's been 2.5 years post grad. Everyone I knew was either in grad school or
had their
careers,
job,
yes, yeah. Or that's what it was perceived as. Comes to find out, like someone I knew that was in the job who they were in is because they got it through a family connection.
Connections, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like
because realistic. And this is I have an older sister. Mm-hmm. She graduated already.
Yeah.
And she's currently working at a school. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that I have an older sibling who already went through that because I learned from a younger age that majority of people, as soon as you graduate college, you're not going to be granted that 6-figure job. Exactly. You're going to start with maybe 50 to 60K somewhere that you don't even want to work. But you need to work your way up.
And that's the reality of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, putting that in my head kind of gave me some sort of ease because again I know everyone's path is different. Some people it's different for them. They do get that first job, but again that's where the connections come in because you have a connection.
Exactly.
But either way, like I have a feeling when I graduate with my bachelor's, I'm not gonna be in school or like working maybe 2-3 years after that.
And boy, that's normal. I feel like normalizing.
Yeah.
There's no rush. Like the finish line is.
There's no rush. There's literally no rush
right now.
Yeah.
Like,
but
that's
you know,
I feel like, what you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say my plan, but I don't want to expose my plan. So you're gonna.
That's why I kind of feel like your 20s is like where like it's kind of like that era, those 10 years, like that era, like you're still working on yourself.
Yeah.
30s, maybe work then. But like I feel like your 20s when you should still be figuring out what you want.
Yeah.
And still figuring out like I feel like after postgrad people think, oh, I gotta get everything together. You're still. No shit, young at all. Like,
and unfortunately, that's what our parents again instilled in our minds. And also, it's not even just them; it's TV as well.
It is.
And growing up watching Disney Channel and all and Nickelodeon, it's like, oh, once I'm 18, you're moving out. I remember the Good Luck Charlie episode when PJ moved out at 18. Mind you, he was a dummy. So I'm like, how is this even possible? How are you living by yourself?
Not realistic.
And mind you, like, I feel like when I was younger, I thought like, oh, I'm gonna get married when I'm like 20, so I'm 30, I'm gonna be done with school and I'm gonna be lit. I'm 21, single, still in school, depressed, struggling. But it's alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Also, you brought up something I forgot. I'm also the oldest sibling and the only girl in my house. So that's like double homicide. Yeah. I literally had to figure out everything by myself growing up.
Literally me, bro.
Because, you know, immigrant parents, they don't really know much. I had to figure out my own FAFSA. Had to figure out.
My sister went, oh my gosh, all that.
All of it. Even in high school, I had to figure out planning the colleges and all this.
Figuring out what college I want to go to.
Exactly. It's like I had to be the example in my house.
I really, like, when I have children, inshallah, I'm really going to pay, not say the most attention, but try my best to, like, really be there for my oldest child the way that I am for the rest of them. Because watching my sister and, like, knowing all the stuff that she went through, it makes me feel so bad as a younger sibling because I know most of it isn't my fault, but sometimes it feels like it is. Yeah. And so I don't want to be that on my oldest child. Like, I really don't.
Shout out to the firstborns, bro.
No, shout out to the firstborns. Y'all are warriors.
Y'all really be.
No, y'all are honestly also a parent. I would consider you guys a parent as well.
Low key, like.
No, high key.
No, actually high key, yeah. Because I had to go to my brother's school last year because my mom wasn't going. And he was, I don't know what he was doing. But
no, because real.
Like, why am I paying that? But that was also super hard for me because everyone around me had older siblings. So whenever I see like people trying to give me advice, I'm like, babes, like you don't get it. Yeah. I'm like, you don't get it. I'm like, no one gets it, and it's like I just felt horrible because I'm like, and then my uncles, aunts, everyone would always ask me like, oh, like where you working now? And I didn't want to. I would be embarrassed to tell people because I'm like, I don't want to tell them like I'm working at this clothing store, at this store or whatever. And also my dad would be embarrassed. Yeah, because whenever they would ask, I was like, why are you embarrassed about me?
Yeah.
But they would be calling and be like, oh, she's done with school. And he'd be like, yeah. I said, oh, what is she doing now? And he's like, you know, I don't know. She just doing some job. Like, and that also did not make me feel better. Them questioning me all the time.
Yeah, no, but also even the response that your parents would give, because it's like, you sound like you're ashamed of me.
Yeah, no, literally. I would tell them, I was like, are you ashamed of me or something? And my mom wasn't. She would always tell people exactly what I was doing. And she would just be
shout out to mom.
Yes. Wow. So they both have their, you know, little tips.
Yeah.
But, you know, alhamdulillah for my parents. One thing I'm grateful for is my parents. They really made me who I am. And also, another thing, growing up, they were not strict. And I feel like that's why I also am the way I am. Because I didn't have to sneak around their back to do things. And they always allowed me to be my person. And that's also why now, alhamdulillah, I'm wearing a niqab now. Because growing up, they did not enforce hijab onto me or anything.
My father never did. I literally decided to just do it randomly one day. And he never ever, even till now, he never ever bothers me about my hijab. Like he'll just, if I ask him, I'm like, Baba, which color? He'll be like, that one. But he would never come to me and be like, oh, so what made you want to wear it? He'll let me do what I want to do.
Yes. Oh my, they be mad hype.
Yeah, they be mad hype. But like, I feel like once, especially like being born, like my parents didn't force the hijab on me. But like once they see like you're gradually doing it on your own, like they respect you sometimes. They do. They love to be mad hype.
They do. They do be really hype.
Because you're finding it for yourself.
You are. But yeah, career wise, I just felt stagnant, and I always talk to people. Anytime I would talk to people, they will say the same thing. I'm like, okay, so they'll just be like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel like everyone around me is in their career, in their field, and I just don't know what to do. And I'm like,
everyone is struggling.
Yeah, and I had to realize that. I'm like, wait, everyone
is struggling. Yeah,
or people that I know that are in their careers, they got it either through someone, or you know, that's what Allah granted for them, or other people that I do know that are in established careers, so it's not the careers they want, and they just like kind of settled and stuff like that. And that's something I never wanted to do. I never want to settle, but that's just, Allah has a plan for everyone, and that just wasn't the plan for me. So this year, actually,
and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Exactly, it's fine.
It's respect that we're all not gonna have the same path. Yeah, and that's
exactly. Exactly. And I remember when I graduated, I said, oh, I'm not going to grad school. I'm going to go to grad school after I pay off my loans. And I kept saying that, like, I'm going to pay off. Next thing you know, it's 2-3 years. The loans hasn't even made a dent yet. And then I'm just like, you know, I always wanted to go back to school. I've always loved education and learning more. I know some people, they graduate and they're like, I'm over it. But I genuinely wanted to learn more. And especially the field I wanted to get into, because I didn't have experience. I knew, like, if I had a second chance to go back to school, I knew I would value that time for sure. And I just knew I would learn something. Like, I just wanted to learn. I knew I would learn something that would add value to my career eventually. So the job I have now, alhamdulillah, it has really great benefits. Someone just told me one day that they could pay for your school, and I was like, hold up, let me look into this. And alhamdulillah, I applied for grad school and got in.
Alhamdulillah, Allahumma
Barik.
Barak.
That's a big thing, girl. You should come about that.
Yeah.
No, for just dropped it casually. Like, oh yeah, so I just got into grad school.
No, and it's like literally my dreams. It's NYU.
No!
Girl, this is the first time I'm saying this, by the way. Y'all like the fifth and sixth person to know this. Like, not even my close friends know this. Well, now they don't know.
NYU and she's dropping lore like it's nothing.
No, but look.
Yo.
Because, no, when it happened, I was literally like, I was in shock.
Bro,
Like,
I don't know about it, bro.
And, yo, you know, alhamdulillah for everything.
Yo, what? Girl.
Yeah. And mind you, when I graduated with my bachelor's, my GPA was a 3.0. Like, that's a good
Girl, no shade.
Oh
okay,
my
no. I think
God.
you're downplaying, like, what you're doing.
Like,
no shade. Like, I
crazy.
feel like in college, to even, like, maintain your GPA is such a hard thing. No shade,
is.
bro.
It is, but I feel like, no, it is.
Even though you may feel like you could have did better, girl. I think
but with that, I didn't think I would get into that school.
Okay, well, now you are.
But, yeah, big NYU.
Big NYU.
And you know what's crazy? I applied the day before the deadline.
Nah.
Literally, I went to my manager and I was like, I need you to write me a recommendation right now. She's like, okay, write it up. Oh, let me not say this.
Allah.
Yes, like I did it the night before, and in my video, because you have to do a video thing, I was like, should I wear my niqab or not? I was like, you know what? No, I'm wearing my niqab. I did the video on my niqab, and I spoke about Islam in my essay. I did all that the night before. Like I was not playing, paid the fee and everything. 3 weeks later, I find out. Oh, I'm about to go.
Bro,
did you cry?
I'm so happy for you.
What?
But I was in shock. Mind you, I was in bed. And I was about to go on Instagram. I was like, no, let me not do that.
It'd be like that.
Yo, I opened my email and I seen the thing and I was like, damn, I'm about to get disappointed. I had that. I was like, girl, have more faith in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked it and also I said, congratulations. I was like, oh my God. And that's the only school I applied to.
Did you tell your parents?
Yeah, I told them.
What did they say?
They were really happy for me. Yeah, because my mom knows NYU because she works in Midtown, so she always sees, like,
she
the
walks
purple.
by, yeah.
Yeah,
so this goes to show, like, girl, like, just be patient and, like, don't stress so much about the situation and now, because, girl, like,
exactly.
Allah will always, like, just
Allah
give
will
you the solution,
always
bro.
Honestly, it's really a bad habit to compare your life to other people because, again, people only show you what you want to see, but you never know the nitty-gritty.
Yo,
ever.
Oh my God, literally this part, because people only show you the good part.
Mm-hmm.
They do not show you the bad part. Yes, someone might be in school. Every time I meet somebody, they're like, oh, they're in school. And they're always like, what are you doing? And I'll just be like, I'm working at a coffee job. Like, that's it. And I'm figuring my life out. That's it.
And that's the realness of
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Stop being embarrassed of what, like, your career. You're basically being embarrassed of Allah's plan. Allah wanted you at that place, at that time.
I never either, but that was a great perspective.
But it's so true because maybe Allah didn't want me to go to school at that time because I was not the person. I can say the person I was at 22 is not the person I am now. For sure. And now I have the confidence to do the things that I want to do. So I know going into the school, I'm going to have a whole different mindset. And even if you don't want to go back to school or you don't have to have a 6-figure amazing job. Everything in this life does not matter. The money you make, all of it doesn't matter. You should be living our life. Our goal should be Jannah. That's it. Your goal should not be the job. Yes, it's nice, but your goal should be Jannah. So if you're not becoming a better Muslim, but you're becoming better in every part of your life, you should be scared.
You should be scared because
you should be worried.
Feeling satisfied. I actually just talked about this with my friend this morning. Feeling satisfied in this dunya, that's the life of a disbeliever.
Yes, exactly.
But if you feel like this life is the complete opposite, like it's like it feels like you're just struggling all the time.
Yes,
that's the life of a believer.
Exactly.
Like, because this is not the end goal.
Exactly. It's not the end goal. So it's like, yeah, I'm like happy I got in and all this. Like, I'm happy about all the good that's happening in my life. But
Alhamdulillah, yeah. You deserve everything coming your way. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you all of your greatest desires.
And Allah grant you guys all your desires and
Ameen.
everything.
May
and
Allah
everyone who is
subhanahu wa ta'ala
watching this,
give us all barakah.
Have patience and have tawakkul. That's the reason why. Yes, have tawakkul. That is the reason why I feel like I'm in the position I am now, because I had trust in Allah and I knew it would work out. I always say that. But since I was younger, I've always said that to people.
Okay, I have a question. How do you feel like, in times of hardship, how do you like maintain your tawakkul? That's the thing. I feel like I struggle with that.
That's a perfect question.
Okay.
I feel like it's never gonna be a perfect answer.
It's something I talk about a lot. I just think about it like I'm sad in the moment, but I might not be sad tomorrow. Like, or
it's a good way to think. Or you could think of it like, okay, you could be going through this problem today. Allah will give you the solution tomorrow.
Yeah, or like
it's temporary. That's how it's temporary, but Allah is forever.
Or I'm supposed to learn something out of this problem, and that's how Allah wants me to go through it for me to learn out. But I don't know. I feel like it's always just every time I'm going through something hard, I'm just like
it's subjective. It's subjective. Yeah. I would say everyone has it.
Yeah.
Think about it like a bit differently from each other. But
you just gotta be delusional and be like, oh yeah, Allah wants me to be sad. He wants me to go through this. He wants this to happen because something else is gonna come out of this. Like
I think once you develop, I'm so sorry to cut you off. No. When you finally develop the mentality that everything that you go through is for a reason, but also to teach you something, it makes you appreciate the obstacles more. Like yes, sometimes the emotions are completely overwhelming, but then it's like take this time to think, okay, who am I right now? What exactly do I want? How do I want to figure myself out? How do I want to go about this? And as long as you keep Allah surrounded within that problem, He will grant you something that you would have never expected to happen. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, no, that's
beautiful.
And center Allah.
You're beautiful.
You look better.
Ooh.
But yeah, I feel like whenever you're having an issue, I feel like the first person should be like, "Oh, let me vent to my friend." You need to run, grab the topic, and go quick to Allah. I'm trying to get into that habit. Whenever I have an issue, girl, I just run and go talk to Allah because I feel like that's the only thing I feel like will ease me. Yeah, obviously if you vent about it, you'll feel better. But like, girl, what are they gonna do about it? Talk to Allah about it. Like He's the one that the future's in His hands at the end of the day.
I gotta work on that because I'm. Stuff low, but I do the opposite. Like I'll vent to a friend first, and then I'll go pray. Cause it's like when it happens in the moment, I need a human to talk to me. I'm like,
human nature, yeah. So that's like normal to do. I think a lot of people venting culture is normal. It's not wrong to vent to your friends.
No, not at all. It's just prioritize. Keep it very vague. 1 to 2 friends or something, not the whole world.
That's on my list.
Okay. The last question I do have: what is your advice to the girlies in their 20s?
Okay.
Whether they're struggling, whether they're not. What is your advice?
This kind of ties it back into the friendship thing. Your friends, completely define who you are. I don't care if you you can be the most high, almighty person. If your friends are all non-believers, are all
you right with them, bro,
on the wrong path, you are right along with them. Because I've noticed this in myself. I act different around different friend groups, and it's because you are who you surround yourself with. In high school, in college, all these friends I have, yes, they were amazing, and yes, I was getting better as a person, but I wasn't getting better as a person on their deen. So yes, I was becoming more confident in all these things, but my deen was stagnant. It wasn't until after I graduated and I started going to the masjid more. And my dua last year, and I'm seeing this dua come to life now. My dua last year, I told Allah, I was like, please surround me around more Muslims and more righteous Muslims.
I spam that dua all the time.
All the time.
Spam.
Yes. I'm and at the time, I was just like, oh, I just want more Muslim friends. Just want more Muslim friends. And I used to say not only that, but surround me around diverse Muslims, not just one type of Muslim. And alhamdulillah, this year, this has been an amazing year. The amount of friendships I've made. And it's the more righteous friends you have, the more people you have to back you on the day of judgment. Don't forget that. If you have...
That's true.
Exactly. If you have just, if all your friends are just non-Muslims, not even just non-Muslims, all your friends do is party, go out, just do things that you don't want to do. Even if you don't do them, eventually that's what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to. And even if you can be the most headstrong person, the most, I'm not, I will never fall into peer pressure, eventually it will happen. Your friends really define who you are.
I always tell you this, right or wrong. I'm people swear they have so much self-control and they're so headstrong. I'm you're literally human at the end of the day. Everyone falls under influence. Everyone. Everyone.
Exactly. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have a friend, a Muslim friend who, she does struggle with her deen, and I've been trying to tell her for the past year. She knows she is when she watched this, but...
Oh, you put her out.
No, but it's not a bad thing. I'd be telling her, the only way for you to truly, if you really want to get on your deen, you have to start going to the masjid more and making these friends. I don't care if you're one of those people like, oh, I don't like people who say I don't like people. That
wait, I just say
like no. But you be like, oh, I don't like people.
I don't like people, but it's like
okay.
I don't like people that I know I shouldn't be around, and but like I don't like people who I feel like I know are not good for me.
That's
like
fair.
I'm not gonna waste my time, my energy, like trying to get to know someone who I feel like I know I'm not. Like I feel like there's no point of being friends.
Yeah. Okay, that is a valid.
Because a lot of majority of the places that like we'd want to go.
Yeah.
Those people are there.
Yeah.
And that's when I would be like, I don't like people. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, because I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm not going there. And I'm like, why? Girl, you don't see who's there.
And on top of that, I feel like a lot of like masjids, I feel like there's already a clique.
Yo, I was about to say this.
Can we get into that, please?
No, but
just like a little bit.
No.
Let me get into it. Right. So listen, I love going to 96 because I find a lot of like, African sisters and all that stuff, even just people that I already know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, I am African. However, I grew up speaking Spanish. I knew more about like my Spanish culture, etc. So I never felt like I belonged within my like father's side. There's a masjid near my house because again I live in Queens.
Okay.
There's a masjid near my house and it's a bunch of North Africans, specifically my country, from Morocco, and the fact that I'm literally a Moroccan and I feel like they see me as like, girl, you are not one of us.
Yep.
I'm just like, I never want to come here again. And I remember I would tell Freema like, oh, I want to start doing Quran classes somewhere near my house. I was like, but the only masjid around me is that one and I don't feel comfortable. And she'll be like, bro, it doesn't matter how those people make you feel, whatever. You're only going for the sake of wanting to gain more knowledge, which is fair. It's true. But it'll make me feel bad because like I want to be in a community with sisters who accept me, but I don't feel that way. So it's just like,
because I be thinking about that. I remember one time I was I went to Halakha and she was saying, oh, you don't want to go to the masjid because the vibes aren't it. Who cares if the vibes aren't it? You're going to the masjid.
Yeah.
But I get it, but also when you go to the masjid, you want to be comfortable.
Exactly. Exactly.
And a lot of these masjids feel like it's a popularity contest.
Yes.
Like, it's mad weird.
Like, there's a certain masjid I used to go to all the time. I'm not, you probably know what masjid. It's a popular masjid in the Bronx, but I used to go there all the time.
Oh, okay.
I was going there, like, I used to go to their halakas all the time. I was going there for like a year straight. Every time I would go, and like I said, I still have those shy moments. Even though I am a sociable person, I still have those shy moments. So I would just be there, even at the halakas, and it would just be like the same people grouped together, clicking. And I'll just be there by myself, sitting. I'm like, like maybe like two people have spoken to me, and I do. Every time I go there, I do like be saying hi to them, but I just did not feel like a connection at the masjid. But also, I was going there to learn, so it didn't really bother me that much. But it wasn't until this year. Shout out to Mass Bronx. If you know, you know.
Oh, yes. Shout out.
Mass Bronx. Mass Bronx. I started going there. When I tell you that, every time you go to the halakha, I'm actually going there later. Every time you go, literally, you are bound to me. As the girl, first of all, the masjid is in Little Yemen. So you would think it's the only Yemenis. Yeah. But it's so many African sisters, so many like North African, West African, East African.
Wait, I might have to go.
Yeah. So many Middle Easterns. There's South Asians.
Wait, that's fire.
There's even white people in that masjid. They be coming. Girl, I
might have to fly.
No, for real.
It's super diverse, and the girls there are so nice. It's people, and it's not even just like girls like our age. There's girls that are way older with kids. There's girls that are teens.
I love that.
And it's just so diverse in, like, knowledge, too. I remember there was a 16-year-old girl. I didn't even know she was 16. She was talking like she was like a 30-year-old woman. Like, she has so much knowledge, so much wisdom. And it was so beautiful to see.
My body.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my body.
And it inspires you so much.
Yes.
It's like, what am I doing with my life? Like, a 16-year-old knows all this. I should be doing better.
Yes, but, it's never too late to seek knowledge. And
that's true.
Your surroundings...
They matter.
That's my main. Your surroundings. Go to the masjid. I don't care if you're not wearing a hijab. When I started going to the masjid, I was not wearing a hijab. And I'll give people my Instagram, and they will see me without the hijab. That's it. Just go. It doesn't matter if you... No one's watching you. Like, I promise you, no one's thinking about you. No one's watching you. Just go. Find a masjid that is comfortable for you. Try to make dua. Make dua. I feel like people underestimate dua so much. I make dua even like when the bus is coming and I know I'm about to miss it. I'll be like, Allah, please allow me to make this bus. Make dua for the littlest things.
Yeah. Especially when it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so cringe, but it's like when it starts to rain, I get so happy. I'm like, yes, time to spam the dua.
Yes. No, literally. Yes. Damn. I forgot what was it? Oh, give advice.
You basically gave it.
Yeah. Like, I don't even have to look at my phone.
Yeah, you hit everything. Yeah. So I would say your advice that you're giving to the girlies out there, your companions matter. Yeah. Along with your surroundings, and no matter what place you're in right now, like you said, even if you're not even a hijabi, pick yourself up and surround yourself amongst good sisters or good companions, because like you said, who you group yourself with is who you end up becoming. If I was around 5 billionaires, I am more likely to become a billionaire myself, because that's all I know. Exactly. So apply that again with your, with Islam and stuff like that. Find the good companions. And I was going to say earlier, when you said you make du'as for like Muslim friends. Yeah. I get real specific on like what I want those friends to have in their, because you can be Muslim. You can be Muslim and okay, you're Muslim. Yeah. But you were just born and you don't practice at all.
That's it. Yeah. You got to be specific.
Pious women are for pious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you need people. I want friends around me who will become people of the Quran. Yes. If that makes sense. Yeah. Like you're practicing on a regular basis. No one is perfect. I'm not expecting you to be perfect, because I know I'm definitely not. Exactly. But I need to see that you are heavily practicing and heavily putting in that effort to be better. Exactly. That's the companions I want around me. And
naturally, if you're around those people, you're gonna become better.
He already did though. He already did though. Like,
but yeah, when you're around those people, you naturally become better. Mm-hmm. And also, final advice. Don't let people, we already kind of said this, but don't let people's past perception of you affect you from changing. You can always, you can change. Listen, no one in this life is real. Nobody is real. Like y'all not real, Yeah. No, but when I say this, it means like, girl, like I could jump over this table and just they might look at me dumb, but at the end of the day, like I did it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I did it, and that's it. You just stop worrying about the people. Everyone is focused on themselves. Focus on yourself. Everyone is focused on themselves. Yeah. So you focus on yourself. Stop comparing yourself to people. Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy.
And you die alone anyway.
You die alone.
Oh my God. Sorry, but that's another thing. Just keep in mind, when you die, all the people that you were living for, they're going to be up there walking away from your grave like, all right, well she's dead now. I'm going to keep living my life. Exactly. Like,
sorry, y'all. I'm just looking. I feel like I wrote something, but...
The 25?
Oh, no. I was... Okay.
You want to get into that?
Okay, wait. No, I was looking... I wrote points. I was like, I hope I said everything I wrote. But...
Do you want to get into your reasons?
Okay, yeah. The 25.
Oh, that's going to be separate.
Oh, we're going to do separate, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I guess we can close the episode. Well, y'all can tune in later.
Yes.
Okay, but thank you so much for coming on this episode with us.
I love it. I think personally,
I
love this whole episode down.
No, me too.
Like, I needed it
for sure, yeah.
Also, guys, I be chatting on my TikTok, so...
Shout yourself out. Go ahead.
It's at Mariama and a KNE.
Follow her.
Go follow her, and if y'all don't follow her,
it's gonna be a problem.
Remember in middle school, them quotes, repost it so your mother's gonna have cancer. Follow her on TikTok right now, y'all.
If you want any advice, it's for non-Muslims, Muslims, just
anyone.
Your
Listen.
local big sister. That's it.
Okay, big sis.
Thank you guys for watching so much.
Thank you guys. We love y'all.
Thank you for having me.
Please tune in to all of season 2. We have so much
in store
for you guys, inshallah. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, we love you so much, and we're gonna send you each $1,000, not from our pockets. We're just gonna find a way to do that. But other than that, it's Amelia.
Farima.
Oh, that's. Wait, shout out to you guys though. Because quick shout out because y'all, we need more podcasts. I need more of my NYC girls in the podcast community.
No shade. I feel like I can name so much people who are in NYC who I feel like need a podcast.
Yes.
But wake up and do it, guys.
Shout out to y'all. First of all, the fact that y'all have y'all really doing good in life. You have the confidence to be speaking to people, even if you feel like you're not the most knowledgeable. You're sharing something. That's it. You had the confidence to do this.
Thank you, Queen. That was so nice.
Love you down.
Love you.
Oh.
Nicki Minaj. Wait, no.
Oh,
yeah,
we don't
no,
stop
her.
We don't fan her no more.
We don't say, Cardi, I got somebody for you.
Oh,
Cardi?
I don't know who's we signing people. Lil Wayne.
Okay, I'll take Lil Wayne. I'll take Lil Wayne. I'll take
Okay,
Lil
Young
Wayne.
Money. We have somebody.
Young
for
Money.
You. Okay.
But yeah, guys, salam alaikum.
Salamu alaikum, Barakah babes. Woo!
See you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.